Hey Queens, welcome to my channel. I'm Bailey. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I am going to go over my May update for my Project Pan of 2021. If you're new here, please hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and everyone hit that like button because it would help a girl out. Let's get going. I should start this by saying I changed up my Project Pan. After I filmed my video last month, I was like, okay, I want to make some changes. So I decided to take out the Alamar blush trio that I was working on. I had finished up that one shade. I consider that one blush like out of my collection. However, it had two other shades, but they didn't work well with the matte lipstick that I'm trying to use as a cream blush. However, the blushes in my Tarte Pro Glow palette, which I'm also using the bronzers in, actually work better. So I decided to put those blushes in this Project Pan. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I took out the Nudestix cream shadow and the Hourglass cream shadow because I felt like I was doing myself a disservice by focusing on eyeshadow palettes. I think in the future I will focus on cream shadows by themselves and just pick out random palettes as I go to use with those. So I took those out and I think that is it. I think that's all I've changed. So without further ado, let's just get going. I'll start off with the eyeshadow palettes. Now, for this month, I decided to focus on the Butter London BoxyCharm palette thing. This is the Natural Goddess palette. As I've already said before, I took out Femme Fatale because it was a blue that I was never going to use. And it looks like I've made no progress. I used this palette a total of 9 times this month. I was really trying to focus on the brown and Enchantress here. I have a very big dip in Enchantress, in this shade. Okay, I have a really good dip and I was really hoping to hit pan on it. However, it just did not happen, which was really sad. I'm starting to get like really small dips in these other 3 shades. It is what it is. But I paired with the Butter London palette, the Conspiracy palette. I'm gonna try and hold this up. I've made a lot of progress in Tanacon. I've hit pan on this bottom part of the pan. I hit pan in Diet Root Beer, and it's got a sizable pan in it. I've got a good dip in Sleep Paralysis, which I use often. A good dip in Ranch. I think I've expanded my Ride Is Here a little bit, and that's pretty much it, I believe. And I'm liking the looks that I'm creating with these 2 palettes together. However, because I have so many Jeffree Star palettes, which, okay, disclaimer, this is the year that I panned my Jeffree Star products because I don't support Jeffree Star anymore. However, I spent a lot of money on his products, and so I'm just trying to get my money's worth and then push them out of my collection. So anyways, I have multiple eyeshadow palettes from Jeffree Star. So I've been working on 1 palette a month. And I think for this month, I'm gonna try and work on the Mini Breaker. And this is what Mini Breaker looks like. Not an everyday sort of palette, but we will see how it goes. The problem with this is that, I mean, I guess it's not a problem because I haven't been wearing makeup to work anyways because I struggle to wake up in the morning. So I wouldn't be able to wear this palette to work because it's not very professional. However, I think I will be able to get use out of it otherwise. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna try and work on this palette this month. This July, this month, whatever. I also wanted to mention that I used the Alien palette and the Jawbreaker both once. I'm not gonna like show you them because I didn't hit pan or anything, so it's like not worth it. Next is my Supreme Frost and Frozen Peach. And my goal for this is to simply just hit grid pan all the way around. I'm not going to try and use up all the product because it's really hard to get in those like little squares. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little squares that the product is inside and it's just too hard to get in there. So just trying to hit grid pan all around the pan, just all around. I use this a total of 9 times, and I think I'm starting to really wear down the outsides here. I'm starting to see squares in those areas. However, I'm not seeing the actual grid part. So getting there. I think I'm going to be able to reach that goal this year for sure. Next is something so exciting because I'm considering this finished. This is my ABH Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. Last month, I re-looked at my video for last month and I had quite a bit of product left. Look at that. There is hardly any left. And at this point, I'm just afraid that I'm not going to be able to fill in both of my brows with this amount of product. So I'm just considering it done. For this month, I used it a total of 14 times. However, in total during this project pan, I have used it a total of 69 times. This, if you've been hanging in with me, this has been annoying to pan. Sorry, that's my cat. I don't know what he's doing, but he's making noises. Anyways, this has just been annoying to pan. Just so annoying, and I'm finally just so happy to get it out of my collection. I'm not going to be replacing my ABH Dip Brow because I only have a brow pencil from Holika Holika and this iconic Sculpt and Boost eyebrow cushion from Iconic London. I got this in a BoxyCharm very long ago. I have not opened it so that it wouldn't dry out. So I want to test this out for the first time this month, and I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably end up putting it in the project pan just because I don't want it to dry out and then like I'll never be able to use again, but I'll probably only do that if I like it enough. So yeah, we'll see what happens with brow products. The last thing I want to talk about is my Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I am trying to pan both bronzers and I am working on one of the blushes currently. So I'm using both the bronzers, which I used a total of 10 times this month. I think I've worn away most of the, top layer where it has, the fresh, embossment on it. This one just has like a grid pattern on it. It's nothing special. I'm starting to see a small dip in the shimmery one, but in the matte one, it looks like I've made no progress in it. So I guess this is just gonna take me forever to pan, and I don't know if I'll actually finish them this year or not. Disclaimer, this palette has hardly been used, so it's basically like I'm using new products. So there's that. For the blush, I used it a total of 7 times, and I've been focusing on this blush over here. It looks like I've, again, have gotten rid of the embossing for the most part, but there's not a dip. So nothing too exciting with that palette. So that's pretty much it for this update, I believe. We've seen a lot of progress in some products and not so much in others, and that's just the way that a project pan goes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these updates and you enjoy this series. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and everyone hit that like button because it would help your girl out. All right, you guys, have a good one now. Bye-bye.